What happens if your network-attached storage fails? What do you do when you suddenly can't access your files anymore? Don't panic, let's fix this. Welcome back, everyone. Today we've got a really interesting topic, and honestly, this could be an absolute lifesaver, especially if you're anything like me and weren't prepared for this situation. First things first, let's open up the NAS drive. Now, even if the NAS itself has failed or become unbootable, there's a good chance the actual disks inside are still perfectly fine. So, let's take the disks out. Unscrew everything, and as you can see, these are standard hard drives. And if you find this helpful, make sure to stick around and consider subscribing for more practical tech fixes like this. To access the data on them, you've got a couple of options: use a desktop PC with spare internal slots, or use an external enclosure. Personally, I'm using an external USB enclosure. This one supports 2 drives, which is perfect for this setup. It connects via USB 3.0, so you can plug it into any PC or laptop, no need for a full desktop. Let's plug everything in and see what happens. We power it on, connect the USB to the laptop. And head over to this PC. Now here's the problem: even though the drives are connected, we can't access them. They don't show up properly. And even in Disk Management or Device Manager, things look off. So what's going on? Most NAS systems use file systems like EXT4 or Btrfs, which Windows doesn't natively support. That's why your drives appear invisible or inaccessible. If you're on Linux or Mac, you might have better luck, but this guide is specifically for Windows users. Now here's where things get interesting, and this is your first lifesaver step. We're going to download a set of drivers that allow Windows 10 or Windows 11 to read extension file systems. Install the software. Open the Volume Manager, and at first, you might not see anything. That's normal. Try disconnecting and reconnecting the drives, then reopen the manager. Now you should see the disks listed, but they're still not mounted. Click to mount them. You'll see local drives appear, but wait, you still can't access the data. Frustrating, right? Don't worry, we're not done yet. Now comes the real game changer, and seriously, don't skip this part. Head over to this second tool. This one is incredibly important. This is the actual lifesaver. The best part? You don't need any Linux knowledge, no commands, nothing complicated. Just download the latest version. extract the zip file, and locate the .inf file. Right-click it, click Install, confirm. That's it. Now watch this. As soon as the installation completes, go back, and boom. Your drives show up as normal local disks. You can open them. You can access your files. No command line. No complicated steps. Just like that. At this point, you can start copying your data to a safe location. In my case, I've got an external USB drive ready, so I'm just doing a simple copy and paste. Let me show you quickly. Open a folder, grab your files, and transfer them over. Everything is accessible. Everything works. And that's it. What started as a potential disaster turned into a straightforward recovery. If this helped you, drop a like, it really helps more people find this solution. And if you want more content like this, hit subscribe so you don't miss out. Trust me, this is one of those things you don't think about until you really need it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, this saves you a lot of stress.